Hey friends, it's Megan Lorson, and today I'm going to be talking all about how to go full-time bridal hairstylist or full-time makeup artist. If it's something that you are interested about learning how you can become that and just do that, this video is for you. Before we get started, make sure you guys hit the subscribe button down below. You don't want to miss any content coming your way. I have so much amazing content coming your way on bridal hair updos, bridal hairstyles, bridal makeup, tutorials, all kinds of things, business related. Everything that you could ever want to know is coming your way about bridal. And I'm going to be offering some Zoom classes coming up, so make sure you're following me on Instagram so you don't miss any of those notifications. I'm also going to be doing a giveaway soon, so make sure you're following for all the good things on Instagram at megan.lorson. And so my first tip today is if you are wanting to go full-time bridal hair and makeup, that is what you want to start posting, and that is all you want to be posting. So I actually went full-time bridal a year and a half ago. I got pregnant with my first baby and I had a little girl, and I had totally different plans. I worked behind the chair in a salon. I actually owned a salon with my mom and decided to completely give that up, completely give up being behind the chair and going full-time bridal. And that allowed me to stay at home with my little girl during the week. For the most part, I do bridal trials during the week and I do work on my business during the week, but it allows me to stay home with her. And then I get to go out on the weekends, have fun, hang out with some girls, do their hair, do their makeup, and still do what fuels me, what I'm passionate about, and do what I love to do. So it's a win-win all the way around. I think this industry is so amazing for moms or just anybody who wants more freedom, more time. This is such an awesome industry, and if you're passionate about it too, and those two just collide, it's perfect. But it's very flexible, so I also get to take the weddings I want to take and turn down the ones that I don't want to. I get to decide how far I want to travel, which for me, I try to stay within an hour or under, so I'm not so far away from my baby, at least while she's so young. So anyways, it's such a fun industry, and this is how you can do it, because I just did it. Like I said, I've been doing it for a year and a half now. I've done bridal hair and makeup I've been in the industry for over 8 years, but just went completely full-time. And I actually completely stopped doing it for almost 2 years due to COVID, and I started specializing in hand-tied extensions, started specializing in color, and I dropped off bridal completely because it starts to get too much. And bridal is, for those of you that are in it, know it's like a full-time thing in and of itself, or it can be if you want to make it that. So I had to drop one because it was just becoming too much. So now I'm full-time, and it is amazing, and I love it. So now I want to share with you what has worked for me. So like I said, number one, you want to make sure that you are posting only bridal hair and bridal makeup pictures, videos, reels, TikToks, because that is going to show people that that's what you do, that's what you're good at, that's what you love. And even if you're still behind the chair, I would recommend posting majority of your pictures bridal. Now, for those of you that are saying like, I don't have any pictures to post because I'm not that busy yet with bridal, get a really good quality mannequin. They can be pricey, but you can also find options in ways that it's not so pricey. You can get cheaper ones on Amazon. I found a really good one just starting out. I think it was like 70. Of course, it might be a little bit more than that now. It was between 50 and 70. She had thinner hair, but you can use hair padding to make her hair look thicker. You can buy cheap extensions off Amazon just for certain looks. There's just different ways around it. But also get friends and family. That is a great one. If you can't afford buying a mannequin right now, ask for friends and family to practice on. Yes, it takes time and it takes a lot of effort to line up your schedule and schedule people to come over, go to them to practice hair and makeup on. But if you're really serious about making this a full-time thing, then you have to do what it takes to get there. And yes, it is challenging. I know when you have kids and you have other responsibilities, it is so challenging to find time, but that's what I've done. It's not been easy. There's been times when I've been like, oh, do I really want to like text this person to line up a time with their schedule and make it work with my schedule for them to come over, for me to practice their makeup or practice an updo on them? And the answer is always yes, because you have to look to your future, look at where you want to be next year, where you want to be in a couple years. And the reward is always far greater than this moment right now. So you have to think ahead to what it is that you want in the future. So going back to posting bridal pictures only, I understand if you are behind the chair right now, you might still want to be posting some, and that's okay too. You can post some pictures of your work behind the chair, but I would do majority of your post bridal related. Also, if you are wanting to start to book more weddings, to get more weddings, to have more content to post bridal, a great place to market yourself is in wedding Facebook groups. This has been a big one for me. I have gotten so many bookings just from local wedding groups. So go on Facebook, find all the local wedding groups, and start following all the local venues. Start following the local venues on Instagram. And then what you want to do is tag your pictures that you post on Instagram, tag all the local venues in them. So that way, when brides are searching for people to do their hair and makeup and searching for vendors, sometimes they go to the venue and they can see who's tagged them. And if they see your work and like your work under the tagged section, then that's another great way for you to be found as well. And then when you're posting your pictures on Instagram, you also want to be using local hashtags. So for example, I am in Virginia, so I will post hashtag my specific city, bridal hair, my specific city, wedding hair, anything related to my local area and bridal hair, bridal makeup. I put those hashtags in because I do have brides find me that way. Also, let me look at my list of things. Also, just honestly, my biggest thing, those are the two biggest things. Now, to go full-time, it's not going to be like overnight, but it can happen quickly. So I'll tell you my story to share how quickly it happened for me. So like I said, I owned a salon with my mom. I was working behind the chair, and literally my plan the whole time was, I'm gonna have my baby, I'm gonna take 2 months off of work and come right back into owning the salon, being behind the chair, all the things, and gonna keep going. And it was 3 months before I had my little girl. I just felt like this is not for me anymore. This is not what I'm supposed to be doing. I want to be with my little girl, and I want to raise her and at least be with her for the first year of her life, just because it goes so fast, and which I'm finding out. So I just wanted that. So I had a conversation with my mom, and I said, Mom, I just feel like I need to stay home. And that was never, ever my plan. I am such a motivated person. I love working. I love my job. I'm passionate about what I do, and I always want to be like doing more. So for me to be like, I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom, like what? Like that was scary for me. Giving up all my clients, giving up basically everything that I was beforehand and giving it up. It was so scary. And I felt like I just felt like it was like back and forth, like my insides were being torn this way and this way. And I was just like fighting with myself constantly for the longest time. And then even shortly after having my little girl. And anyways, I'm sorry I'm rambling, but I hope this is like somebody is relating to this, because I just needed to know this from somebody when I was going through it. So anyways, 3 months before I had my little girl, I was like, no, this isn't for me. I'm gonna do bridal full time. I'm gonna just do weddings. That's all I'm gonna do. So I can stay home with my little girl and then do weddings on the weekend. And so I started marketing myself. We had a wedding wire listing, which was, you know, we kind of stopped using it. We weren't taking weddings for the past 2 years. So I made that listing come back to life. I went in, I edited it, I changed it all over to my business information, cleaned it up and made it active again. And I did the same thing. I went through my Facebook business page. I changed everything on my Facebook business page to relate to bridal hair, bridal makeup, all the things bridal. Took out all of the cutting, the colors, all that stuff. Now my original posts are still on my Facebook and Instagram and they'll stay there. And then same with my Instagram, I changed my bio to say bridal hair and makeup artist. And by doing all of these things, it helps people find you. It helps you become searchable, so more people will find you and inquire to have their bridal hair and makeup done. So every area of every social media platform that I had, I went through and edited. Now this took time because with a baby and other things that I had to do, it took time, and I'm still going through and like editing and changing things to make it more accurate, to make it more searchable. And then after I did all of that, I created a website, and a website is huge. If you are serious about becoming full-time bridal, you have to have a website, as well as Instagram, as well as Facebook and all the other things. Because number one, it shows that you are professional, shows that you are serious, and if you want to get inquiries, you have to have a website. So I made a website, and it is all things bridal, has my inquiry form on it. And then I also decided, so my first year, which is the year I had my little girl, I was just taking weddings here and there. I was really busy. I actually ended up having 14 weddings that year, but I took everything. So I took small wedding parties of like 3 and 4, but then I knew going into the next year, I was going all in. So now I only take wedding parties of 6 services or more, and it has to reach a certain minimum. I have a booking system now because there is no way I can keep track of contracts and deposit or retainer, travel fees, all the things. So I use HoneyBook. So you definitely, if you're gonna be serious about it and you start getting a ton of wedding inquiries, you have to have a good booking system to keep track of all that. Again, it just shows that you're professional. And one more thing I would say to all of that is that if you're serious about going all in and you really want to go all in, you have to go all in. And in a sense, I feel like I was kind of forced because I was like, I'm having this baby, like this is gonna change everything, and it sure did. So I'm like, I have to go after it. I have to do all this to make it work. And I did, and I did it. So my first full year going full bridal, currently have 35 weddings booked and counting. I am trying to restrain myself because I still want to have balance, and whatever balance is, and not be crazy busy, but that's optional. You know, you get to choose those things. Anyways, I know I was talking a lot in this video. I hope you found it helpful. I hope you found some helpful tips. If you have any other questions, I am here to help. I want to help as many of you become full-time bridal hair and makeup artists, have time for your kids, spend time with them, or do whatever else it is that you want to do. And so I'm here for that. If you have questions, if you need someone to talk to, DM me, comment below. I'd love to chat with you and help you out any way that I can. Let me know any other future videos that you'd like to see. I always love reading your comments and seeing what you find helpful. So let me know. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it and it was helpful for you. I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah.